What's going on, everybody? It's your boy OG Dan. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about how to put the skateboard on the backpack, and I'm going to go really fast in this video because it's a tutorial and I want to just teach you guys how to do it, and I'm not going to go over any other BS, and I'm just going to get straight to the point. I don't know, I'm talking really fast, but I'm getting out of breath and I'm going to go Alright, if you guys didn't catch any of what I just said, basically I spent a couple of past days doing a little bit of experimentation about the best methods to attach your skateboard to your backpack, and I'm bringing it to you today. I'm in my room today again because it's raining outside. I don't know if you can see that, but hold on. I don't know if the mic just picked that up, but it just thundered, so there's confirmation for you. But anyways, let's get into the methods that I've found that work the best. Let's go. Okay guys, so I just wanted to mention that this is the backpack that I used for testing. It is an Under Armour Storm backpack. This is how big it is. Just your typical sports backpack. To get a better feel for the size, here is me wearing the backpack. Keep in mind I am 5'10"-ish, so it's a fairly average size backpack. Alright, with that out of the way, we're going to talk about the first method, which is actually a method that I found on YouTube by this other guy. I'll put a little image of his video up right here, or maybe right here. I don't know, we'll see what my editing self decides. But essentially, it involves a lanyard. You're going to need a lanyard. You may have already seen this step, and don't worry, I got a couple other things, so if you don't like this one, we have some other options. But if you have a lanyard, a cheap one you got from some event or something laying around, all you're going to need on your lanyard is some sort of little clip like this, just something that you can clip the lanyard to like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your backpack and you're going to take the lanyard and you're going to string it through your straps of your backpack on the back of it, and you're going to wrap it around and then just take that little clip and hook it onto itself. And once you are done with that step, it should look like this. See, I just got the lanyard right here strung through the back, through the straps, up on the top, and it's just kind of like this little handle that is held up through the straps of the backpack. So after that, what you're going to need is your cruiser board. Let me actually go find that. I don't know where mine is. BRB. Okay guys, I've obtained the cruiser board. The one we're going to be using today is called the Landyachtz Dinghy Turbo King cruiser board. You might see my review on it. It's my most popular video on the channel. And this board is about 28 inches long, so that's what we're going to be doing this with. You can do it with a normal skateboard or even a longboard. It's just with the longboard, it gets pretty long, so it might feel a little strange. But essentially what you're going to do is take your cruiser board and put it up next to the back of your backpack so that the graphic side is basically going to be resting on your backpack and the grip tape is going to be facing outwards. You're going to set it up on your backpack and then just take the lanyard and hook it around your wheels one by one. And then that's essentially it. As you can see here, it's on the backpack, hooked on by the lanyard right there in the trucks, and you just sling that sucker over your back. Give it a little bit of adjustment and you're pretty much good to go. As you can see here, I got attached to the backpack. It's holding just fine and it works. It doesn't move around too much either, which is pretty nice. Obviously moves a little bit, but it doesn't move around a ton. The one problem I would say with this method is that sometimes your upper straps and the handle, if you don't have a lot of stuff in your backpack, it can kind of fold backwards on itself, and then your backpack is kind of uncomfortable and it's got like this bump on the back of it, and it's not the greatest experience. And I have actually come up with a solution for that works with some backpacks. We'll talk about that in just a second after I talk about the second method to attaching it. Okay guys, so what you're gonna... Y'all just see that? Anyways, what you're gonna need is a scissors. You're gonna need some paracord, and then optional a lighter, because you can use it on the ends of the paracord to get it so that the white string doesn't go over. What is going on? Alright guys, what you're going to want to do is measure out about the length of 2.5 feet of paracord. It can be a little less, but approximately that. You're going to want to start by doing the same thing you did with your lanyard. Wrap it around the two straps. And as you come to the top, you're going to want to tie this special kind of knot, which basically allows you to tighten and loosen the paracord. Okay guys, so as you can see, I have my backpack here. It's looped around the straps of the back, and I've just got it facing in the front here. And what you're going to want to do is take your two loops right here, crisscross them like this, as if you're about to do a knot. Take the left one and crisscross it one more time over the two. So now it's just double braided like that. And now take the one in your right hand and loop it over the top of this top part here and pull it down. And that is essentially your knot, and now all you're going to want to do is take your right one here, give it a little slack, and you'll notice there's just a little hole that forms right here, and you're just going to want to come under, put it right through that hole, and pull it tight. And all that's going to do is tighten this side of it, and now you just have right here your tightening and loosening knot. So now you'll have this really big circle here, you pull it, you have a really tight one. So with this method, with the paracord, it's a little bit nicer than the lanyard because you can actually mount the skateboard on both sides. You can mount it with this side facing outwards or with this side facing outwards. So essentially what you're going to want to do is position your cruiser board just like you did the first time, except now the graphics facing outwards. Make sure your string is pulled all the way loose, and you should be able to just slip it right over the wheels and over to the truck. And then once it's on the truck like that, you're going to want to tighten it down, give it a nice pull so that it's pretty tight, and then you're going to want to take that excess loop and loop it around the side of the truck. And then just do a simple knot, just tie it somewhere. And as you can see, it is now hooked on. We now have a nice skateboard mounted to the back of the backpack with the cool graphic to show off to everyone. By the way, if you like the graphic on my skateboard, I actually made a video where I showed me doing the drawing process and customizing it. Link will be up here. Go check that out. So these are basically the best DIY methods to attaching your skateboard to the backpack. Okay, so now we pretty much talked about all the DIY things you can do to hook your skateboard onto your backpack, but let me quick bring to your attention two other methods that aren't DIY that also work. Number one, buy a backpack that has dedicated skateboard straps on it, like this one right here. This makes the most sense if you have the money for it because it's already built onto it, they're well made, and they're pretty easy to strap on. This won't work for a longboard though, so keep that in mind. It's mainly for cruisers or regular skateboards, but it is a simple and easy thing to do, and if you have the money to buy a bag like that, definitely look into it at least, if anything. Now, second method, there is this backpack hanger accessory thing that's being sold on Amazon where it's like this hanger looking thing and you can just hook your skateboard on it. And actually, you may be able to see in the distance where my finger is. When I was experimenting with this the past few days, I tried making something similar using shirt hangers. And as you can see, it clearly does work at hooking your skateboard to it, and I even made these little paracord things on the top of it to hook it straight to the backpack. But unfortunately, the DIY ones just are not going to be the greatest solution because for one, they're kind of hard to hook the board on these hanger clips, although they don't come off. And for two, it makes your skateboard hang way lower on the backpack, which then it'll kind of bounce up and down, and it's just, trust me, it's not going to be something that you're going to want to do. So don't make your own, but potentially look into the ones that they sell online because I think they're a little shorter than this, so you probably won't have that problem. So those are two methods where if you have the money and you don't want to DIY it yourself, check them out because it could be a good option. And with that being said, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you learned something, found something that I experimented with interesting, and if you did, it really helped me out if you hit the like button on the video. And as always, feel free to comment anything that you want, any questions or suggestions, and I'll be happy to answer anything you guys have to say. And with that being said, that's all I got for you guys today. Have a good rest of your day and week, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday for another good video. Peace out.